What's up, everybody? Welcome in. I don't usually do Saturday lives, but I just finished shipping out all the orders from yesterday and did the order pulls. And the mail person hasn't come yet, so I figured I'd hop on live and ship all these out, get them out nice and early. We had a really good day in sales yesterday, not only on Whatnot, but we also sold quite a few on eBay and Posh. eBay turned back on yesterday. It was definitely a good day in sales. We had some high dollar sales going out the door, so I'm happy. I'm happy for sales coming through. But welcome in. Appreciate everybody who came out to the show last night. All your orders have been shipped. As you can see, the racks are empty. I'm about to reload those. What's up, Juliet? I'm about to reload those right after this live. I got some North Face and Patagonia that I got to put on the rack. So we're going to do a North Face Patagonia show. What's up, Frenchie? Got a North Face Patagonia show tonight. So that's what we're going to do right after this live. But I want to get everything shipped out. I know eBay likes it when you ship stuff fast. So my goal is to move some of this stuff out quick, let them see that I've got tracking on it, and then hopefully have another good day in sales on the bay, because we've had super slow week. So it's good to see a day with some good sales. So hopefully you guys had some good sales yesterday too. Welcome in. What's up, Amy? What's up, Lily? Welcome in. We'll go ahead and start while people are hopping in. Feel free to ask questions in the chat. This is a good time to ask questions while I'm on live, because I can give you a in-person response. Appreciate you, Ray. Yeah, last night's show was awesome. I didn't expect it to go that good too, because notoriously our Friday night shows they always are like a drag. A lot of people are out and about on Fridays, so we usually don't have a good crowd. But I made sure I put that show out like a week in advance and put a good banner on it, so that way we'd get some traffic on it. So we had a good show. Fell asleep at 6 till 12. Oof. Then it's probably hard to go back to sleep after that, Carolyn. I hate when I take a late day nap and then I'm like all awake the whole time. So, would you ever do a TikTok shop live? Probably not. I don't trust TikTok shop, to be honest. So no, I probably wouldn't do a TikTok shop live. Also, I see a lot of people doing them. A, I don't know what the fees are. B, yeah, I just don't trust it. I don't trust it. We had our best day ever on eBay this week. Let's go. How'd you get started? Started reselling. I started selling stuff out of my house first. I watched a couple named Rally Roots on YouTube. While I was working at the post office, started selling stuff in my house, and then I took that money and started reinvesting in inventory at Goodwill, and I grew my business from there. So that's how I got started. Started like everybody else should get started, selling some junk in your house that you aren't using anymore. Yeah, I know the TikTok shop lives are everywhere. I just feel like it's not the right platform for it. I get it, because they have so much traffic here, but I feel like it just ruins the app. Everybody's on TikTok to scroll on TikTok and see videos. They're not here to shop, and it's just turned completely into a shopping app. It was just like if Amazon started as a social media company, or if Amazon right now tried to turn into a social media company after they've been a sales company for so long. It just doesn't make sense to me. I get it, but also I just feel like those people who started on this app would rather have it go back to the regular algorithm instead of a TikTok shop algorithm. I watch K-Way and Friends. Let's go, Frenchie. Let's go. I ask you for some advice. Feel free to drop it in the chat. Feel free to. Amazon would definitely make a social media app if they tried. They could, but I just don't feel like. I feel like why? They already have their shopping app. Why would you make yourself a social media app if you're already a shopping app? Same thing as TikTok. I get it, but I also, people don't want to be flooded. People are going back to other apps. I think in the last 2 weeks, TikTok is one of the most undownloaded, I think that's a word, undownloaded apps in the App Store, because people are just getting fed up with it. So, especially after it changed and people's views. My view count on TikTok. Go look at my view count on other platforms. Look at my view count on TikTok. That just tells you everything you need to know. The whole app is completely changed. They don't even push videos anymore. They only push shop videos. It just doesn't make sense, in my opinion. They've ruined the app by doing that. So, all right, let's go ahead and start shipping out. Enough TikTok shenanigans. This is a men's Ralph Lauren shirt, just a basic button-down Ralph Lauren shirt. Took the best offer for this one for $20. Do you promote every item you sell? No. So Poshmark, I don't do any promotions on Poshmark. eBay, I do. I have 9% promotion across the board. But when I start selling on eBay Live, I probably will drop my promotions completely, because I think I'm going to be selling more on eBay Live than I am on eBay Search. So that will probably change. Man, my nose is so runny today. I think there's something in bloom. My nose is runny. All right, that one's shipped. Oh, there it is. Looking for my bin. Next up, another Posh order. This is a brand new with tag men's Polo Ralph Lauren hoodie. Brand new with tags, sold for $60. About to sneeze. It won't come out. It won't come out. I feel it. Feel it. It's not coming. Oh, I hate when that happens. Anyways, I got big bags for bigger items like this. I get them same place I get my other bags. I get these bags. I just order the massive sizes, so that way if we ever do like a bundle order or something like that, I can throw it in, or something big like this. You tried selling books. Why didn't you like that? Is it difficult? Book margins are so small. Books are great on Amazon. The margins are good because you're buying like a book for 50 cents. But your average margin on a book, on most books, are like you're making $1.50, between $1.50 and $5. Also, book sales are slow, and I didn't like the fact I had to keep going back into Amazon and adjusting my prices, because when you go to the lowest price, people have things that auto adjust their prices below yours. So you have to constantly like battle back and forth to get the buy box. So I didn't like that either. And it wasn't really fun. It wasn't really fun. Do you thrift every day? No, we don't thrift every day. This week we only thrift. We only thrifted twice this week, I think. Maybe once. Maybe once. Sorry about the sniffle. My nose is so runny. What's up, piece of scrap? I started reselling clothing and shoes in January. I've been doing good these past couple weeks. What tips would you have to keep that momentum? Just keep sourcing, keep picking up the same stuff you're picking up. I mean, you said you're doing good, so just keep doing what you're doing, reinvesting back into your business. I don't really have much advice. If you're already doing good, just keep doing it. Clothing and shoes are great because they're plentiful. So I know it is Saturday, but I just shipped out, JT, I just shipped out all my Whatnot orders. Well, me and Kayla did, so now I'm shipping out all my eBay orders. Who takes a break? Why are you taking breaks? What is that? What is a break? Anyways, next up, 8060. I got two of these going out. This is a brand new with tag men's pair of Levi's denim jeans. This one sold for $30 on a best offer. I took a best offer for this one for 30 buckaroos. And this might fit in one of these bags. Go, Kayla. I'm going to try some jewelry soon, but do love my clothes. So with books, I only sold books on Amazon. I didn't sell books on eBay. So if that's what you're thinking, Angel, I didn't do it on eBay. Books were strictly Amazon. I didn't cross-list those or anything like that. Those were just straight to Amazon. That's actually how Amazon started, was they started by selling books. It's like a book place. You go there and buy a bunch of books, and then it slowly expanded. Jewelry is great, to be honest. I actually just reached out to somebody yesterday. I saw Mr. Trash to Cash. He found a storage unit full of jewelry, and I told him he should fire up a Whatnot show and do jewelry. I think jewelry does really great on Whatnot. You can sell it on eBay, but I feel like with Whatnot, with the speed of Whatnot, and if you get a couple people in your life that are really addicted to buying jewelry and things like that, you can have a really, really successful show. And shipping is massively easier than doing it on eBay. eBay, you're gonna have onesies and twosies. With Whatnot, you might have somebody come in and buy 15 pieces, and it just goes all in the same package, where that doesn't really happen too often on eBay. So I would try that on Whatnot, to be honest. What are your thoughts on anime tees? I don't do any vintage. I don't do any anime. I don't do t-shirts. Every time I go to a thrift store, I can't tell you the last time I actually went through the t-shirt section. Even in the hype of the t-shirts. Right now, t-shirts are kind of falling off. You've seen the market drop significantly, and I knew it was going to happen because the collectible market all went up at the same time too. I didn't go and I didn't stray away and I didn't start doing vintage t-shirts and stuff like that. In my opinion, there's way more money to be made in every other section of the store than the t-shirt section. Very rarely you're going to walk in and find a $50 t-shirt at the thrift. But very commonly you can walk into the thrift store and find a $50 dress shirt or a $50 suit or a $50 pair of pants. So I would learn every section of the store, but I don't do t-shirts. No vintage tees here. If you look through my store, I might have like one vintage t-shirt listed. Next store review with Surfs, I'll talk to him about it. I haven't even thought about that. I'll talk to him about it, see what he's up to maybe next week or the week after. A lot of books are gated on Amazon now. I didn't know that. Yeah, when I first started, there was no gated books, really. I mean, maybe new ones, but definitely not pre-owned. Julia has been doing well on Etsy. Yeah, Etsy's a great platform for jewelry, too, if you're thinking about doing jewelry somewhere. What type of men's clothes do you recommend selling? Go watch my order pull videos, Ryan. Every day this year, I'm pulling my orders and I'm showing you guys exactly what sold. So go watch those order pull videos. It'll show you everything that I'm selling. That'll give you a better idea of what to pick up. Plus, they're making new vintage. You can get cheaper. Yeah, the repops or the reprints. Store review with Surfs. Yeah, I'll talk to him. I'll see what he wants. I'll see what he wants to do. I don't know. He's a busy man nowadays. He's doing whatnots. He's doing hat whatnots every day now. Jay Lindbergh, men's Jay Lindbergh pants. I actually sourced these on Whatnot from Elux. Used to be eBay Princess. Now she's Elux. She had like a blowout show with Jay Lindbergh, and I got a couple pairs of shorts and pants. I believe these are pants. No, these are shorts. Sorry, these are shorts. I think I said pants in my video today too. These sold for $59.99, and these are going internationally through the eBay International Shipping Program. So I ship them to eBay's International Shipping Hub, and then they ship them overseas for me. Easy peasy. I don't have to ship them overseas myself. I feel like Whatnot is a waste of time for a few bucks. Dawn, you have not watched any of our order pull videos, have you? Last night we did, I think, just under $4,000 in sales on Whatnot in what was it, about 2 hours? Last week we had a $20,000 Whatnot show. Whatnot is outpacing eBay, Poshmark, Mercari by a mile. Yes, you do have to grow Whatnot. It takes some time to grow it, but once you grow it, they come to the Whatnots for you. They go to eBay for eBay. They go to Whatnot for you. And that's like a huge advantage. If you can build that and you have that advantage of people coming to the show to buy from specifically you, you've won. That's why people go to Papa John's instead of going to Pizza Hut, because they like Papa John's. They like the commercials. They like that. They like this. Papa John's has built their brand. You can build your own brand on Whatnot, which is so powerful. It's such a powerful tool. I have over 500 pieces of vintage clothing. Should I add Etsy? I think you should, friends. That sells really well. Really, really well. I mean, for small-time sellers. Small-time seller, by saying you're small-time seller, I see it as somebody who has just started, did a couple Whatnot shows, and gave up. That's a small-time seller. If you are consistent on Whatnot, no matter if you have a social media following or not, you can grow Whatnot. Now, you do have to have inventory, obviously. If you mean small-time seller by somebody who doesn't have a lot of inventory, then yes, Whatnot isn't for you, because Whatnot's all about volume sales. So you can't go to a volume selling platform and not bring volume. You're missing the biggest piece to the puzzle. Got to bring the volume to the volume selling platform. Purple Label show was amazing. We got another one in 2 weeks. We moved our show from next Saturday to Sunday because Saturday's Valentine's Day. So I didn't feel like Valentine's Day was a good day because we're gonna have a lot of people like out and about. So Sunday, it's gonna be one of our first Sunday shows in a while too. We're gonna be doing that on Sunday, Purple Label show. Also, Purple Label tonight too. I'm gonna be running some Purple Label shoes tonight on Whatnot. Thanks for sharing your knowledge. I just signed up for Nifty after sitting at my PC for 3 hours trying to cross list. Oh my, I love it. New to all of this, but this was like finding gold. I'm telling you guys, Nifty is so fast, so bad. It's the best cross listing platform. There's others that are close, but I believe Nifty is the best. That's why I promote it. What sells best on Mercari? Well, whatever. It's like Mercari's like playing the lottery, Nick. You know that. You play the lottery, that's the best. You just get lucky. Just get lucky. I'm doing Purple Label tonight too. I'm doing some Purple Label shoes. I had some leftovers that I just want to move, and I got another pallet in, so I want to move some of that stuff before we do another one. So tonight at the end of the show, we're probably going to run like 15 to 20 pairs of Purple Label shoes. These are men's Grayson golf shorts. Grayson golf shorts, great brand to look out for. These are going to start selling really fast because we're heading into golf season. This sold on a Nifty best offer for $25.20. Talking about Nifty. Nifty sends offers for me all day, and this is one of those things that was listed for $27.99, and Nifty sent out a 10% offer. This person said, "Yep, I'll take it." Mercari is the hood. That is pretty accurate. Mercari's like walking into the hood. You never know. You feel like you're gonna get. Never mind. Mercari's like the hood. I like that. That was funny. It's relatable. Everybody in the chat's laughing too because they know it's relatable. You just don't ever know about Mercari. Love watching you and your advice. Do you sell them Vinted? No, I don't sell them Vinted. I've heard Vinted is really good. I've heard good and bad things about Vinted. The reason I don't cross list there is because Nifty doesn't have it yet. So there's no real point of me like taking the additional time to cross list there. But I heard Vinted is good. Does anybody else sell on Vinted in the chat? Let me know. And how are your sales compared to like Poshmark, compared to Mercari, compared to Depop? Because I've heard Vinted is like and better than Depop and Posh. That's what I've heard. So, did you hear Mercari is going to add live feature? Mercari could add whatever they want. Mercari is still Mercari. I can only imagine what the live feature looks like. Oh, you just never. There's nobody shopping on the app, so why would you do lives on the app that nobody's shopping on? There's just gonna be like 4 people in your live. What are your thoughts on Vineyard Vines button-down shirts? I've been selling Vineyard Vines button-down shirts like really fast recently. I don't know what it is. They're like last year I couldn't move them, and now they're just selling. So, especially on the go performance or any performance line, those sell really well. Perfume on Mercari, yeah, you can sell perfume on Mercari because you can sell pre-owned perfume on Mercari. You can't do it on eBay; they won't let you. At least you can, but there's a workaround. But I'm not going to talk about the workaround. You have a video on how to keep track of who buys what on your Whatnot show. I don't have a video on that yet. Whoa, we had a big old comment come in. I don't have a video on that yet, but you can ask me during my Whatnot show how I do it, and I'll answer right there live on the show. If you come tonight and say like, how are you tracking the orders? I'll flip the camera and I'll show you. But I don't have a Whatnot video yet. I need to make one, but I need to have some time to make one. What are Purple Label shoes? Purple Label Ralph Lauren. Just go on eBay, type in Purple Label Ralph Lauren. Most of the shoes that we have retail between $600 to like $2,000 that we're running on Whatnot. We're gonna run some tonight. What does that make Depop then? Yeah, what does that make Depop? If Mercari's the hood, what is Depop? Is Depop like I don't know. I don't know what Depop would be. Depop's like a apartment complex filled with kids, filled with college age students. It's a college campus apartment complex. It's a dorm. That's what Depop is, a big dorm. What does Nifty offer to one of the other platforms? Nifty sends out offers for me automatically. So like 10% off offers, Nifty will send those automatically. I don't have to do it myself. I swear I've literally no motion on Mercari forever and then sell multiple things in one day. Yeah, it's weird. But also the reason you see that is because Mercari's giving out coupons to everybody on Mercari right now. They're just handing out coupons. I think right now they're doing like a 15% off apparel coupon, which I don't even know how they're making money. I really don't understand how they're making money. But yeah. Best advice to new resellers on eBay for getting sales. Make sure, JD fans, make sure you look up sell-through rate. Look up how many are listed versus how many are sold when you're listing an item. Don't just go off what they're selling for. If there's 500 listed and 5 sold and 2 of them sold for $50 and you price at $50, your item is going to sit forever. You need to make sure you're looking up sell-through. Did you get a haircut? Not yet. No, I need to get a haircut. Depop is the club. It's a frat house. Yeah, Depop is a frat house. Foreign exchange students. Yeah. How much you pay for Nifty? I have the biggest plan. I have the $90 plan. I probably could drop because I have less than 1,500 listings, but my listings always go up. I'm like right on the cusp, so I just pay for the $90 plan. Appreciate the follow, by the way. Mercari begs me every month to spend the $10 credit. Yeah, I have credit on there too because people sign up through my link, but I never find anything. So Tinker, yeah, Tinker. It's not the first time I've heard that. I don't think I look like them, but I appreciate it. I opened my first account with eBay, and within 2 hours, I made my first sale. It was a high-end St. John sweater, and shortly after, eBay shut down my account, claiming it was fraudulent, and I wasn't allowed to ship the sweater, and they put a permanent hold on my account. I was able to speak with representatives who was absolutely no help. I tried to appeal. They denied, devastated. You got to reach back out to eBay. I don't know why they would do that on your first sale. Maybe it's because it was a super high-end sale, and they're trying to protect the buyer. Vicky, but I don't have any advice for that. You got to reach out to eBay and fix that. There's nothing I can say because eBay is the one that shuts your account down. Have you ever used Flip? I love it so much. To be honest, old. Just try Nifty. Use my 7-day free trial. Try Nifty. Your life will be changed. Absolutely changed. I get Flip that Flip is cheap. I get it. Nifty's so much better. So much better. Just try the 7-day free trial. Just import your listings. Import your listings, just see how easy it is to import your listings, and then your life will be changed. What's up, J-Licious? Mercari shipping cost sucks. Yeah, that's one reason why a lot of people don't get sales there. So, praying for Nifty to add Whatnot. Same here. I want Whatnot on Nifty too. How do you choose what shirts to sell? I have trouble finding comps from thrift store shirts. You look up the shirts, look at how many are listed or how many are sold. Use lots of keywords. If it's a Ralph Lauren and it says Indian Madras on the back of the tag, then you're going to type in Indian Madras plaid long sleeve shirt and then look up how many are listed versus how many are sold. Also, watch my order pull videos because you'll get an idea of what's selling for me every single day, so you can pick up similar items to what I'm picking up. It's a college campus for sure. It's a fraternity. Depop sucks because they make buyers pay, and yeah, the whole non-payment thing. I've already talked to Depop about it. From what Depop has told me, they said they have tried the auto payments and it didn't work, which I told them that is BS. I basically just told them on the call that I was on, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. How does that not work? But the reason it doesn't work is because Depop fees to the buyer are outrageous. So like I bought something on Depop like a week ago, and I believe it was like $40. And after everything was all said and done, I was paying over $60 with shipping and the fees on my side. So if they did auto payments, the buyers would get so mad because they're assuming they're going to pay 40 or maybe 45 with shipping, and then it's all the way over $60, and they're like, what the heck, how did I get an extra $20 charge? How did I get an extra like half 50% extra is what I just paid on this item after my original cost. That's why they don't do auto payments there, because they would just have so many, and that's why you get so many non-payments, is because after you accept an offer, the buyer goes in to look how much they're going to pay, and they're like, wait, it just went from 40 to 60, 63. How? Like $23 more? That's wild. But that's why they just can't do it. The Island Boys are doing halftime live on Mercari. I saw Gronk was doing a live on eBay Live. eBay's trying to compete with Mr. Beast. Yeah, they're not going to compete with Mr. Beast on Whatnot. If you guys don't know, tomorrow on Whatnot, Mr. Beast is doing $1 million giveaway on Whatnot before Super Bowl. So he's giving away a whole bunch of stuff. So go to Whatnot, bookmark his show. You might win a Lamborghini. He's literally giving away a Lamborghini, by the way. It's crazy. Anyways, Untucked shirt. This is a men's floral Untucked shirt. It's a short sleeve. I know it's winter time right now, but short sleeves are selling for me. This one sold for $24.99. It's not even live yet. You can't compete with Mr. Beast. Yeah, the chances of you winning are going to be so minimal to get those prizes. But hey, it's worth it, right? You don't have to pay anything. You get entered for a Lamborghini. I'm gonna do it. Maybe I'll win a Lamborghini. Maybe I won't need to buy another car. I'll just drive around in a Lamborghini. That'd be pretty dope. I couldn't imagine how much the insurance would be on that thing per month, though. I'd probably just sell it, to be honest. I'm not about to pay the insurance bill on that every single month. Do you think it's worth it just to sell shoes as my niche? 100%. There's people that do really good selling shoes. Ethan Banks, if you don't follow him, Debbie, on, I think you do. If you follow him on Facebook, he does all shoes. He does really good. He has like $1,000 weekend sales, like $1,000 days selling shoes. Obviously, shoe prices typically are higher than clothes. And his buy cost is a little bit higher than like buy costs for my clothes, but he kills it with shoes. I just saw a TikTok from somebody the other day that just sold shoes too, that was doing it out of like part-time, and they did like $400 in sales on like a random Wednesday. So shoes are good. I have some shoes listed. I actually just took an offer on some Hokas. I did a counter offer, so hopefully they accept. You inspired my brother, a retired postal carrier, to start selling. Let's go. Sorry he had to work there. You know how the post office works. Oh man, I'm so glad we're out of there. Anyways, Polo Ralph Lauren button-down shirt. This is just a simple blue. I think it has 2 front pockets as well. This one sold for $22.99 plus ship. Ethan is a king. What percentage of your sales are thrift store compared to pallet buys? Almost all my listed inventory is from thrift stores. Very, very few are from pallets. Actually, almost like the purple label and stuff, I don't list on eBay. The last, like, and it's not pallets, I get wholesale from like rag houses. The last wholesale deal I did was like a month ago. A little bit of the Ralph Lauren I've been selling over the last like 2-3 weeks has been from that, but most of my inventory comes from thrift stores. Also bulk buys too. I got a gentleman that shops locally, and I meet up with him every 2 weeks, and he like knows what I like to buy, so he'll buy a bunch of it. He gets really good deals. He works out deals with the thrift store employees, so he has a couple thrifts that he knows the people behind the desk, and he's like, hey, give me a little bit of a discount. So he buys it really cheap, and then he sells it to me for a little bit more, and he doesn't have to worry about selling online. But that's where my inventory comes from. I don't have hardly any pallet. I don't have any pallet stuff listed. I always just sell the pallet stuff on Whatnot. Pallets are great for Whatnot because even though the sale prices isn't as high as you could get on eBay, you can turn that pallet over fast. So if you pay let's say $3,000 for a pallet and you sell it really fast and you make $1,000 off it, so even if you only make 30% of what you paid back on it, that's good margins because you can sell that basically in one day. You can spend 3,000, make 1,000, go buy another pallet, do the same thing over and over and over again. That's what people don't understand about Whatnot. Once you have enough money to spend on inventory, you can spend an exorbitant amount of money on bulk, sell it really fast, spend 10,000 to make 2,000. People would be like, no, that's not enough profit. If I spend 10,000, I need to make 10,000. I need to double my money. Cool. If I can spend 10,000 in one day, get it shipped to my door, sell it all and make $2,000, I will do that over and over and over again because just that's $2,000 super fast. So I do that on Whatnot. I love doing that on Whatnot. And then you have your slow sellers, your stuff that you're just going to sell for a lot more, like this men's G4. This wouldn't sell for what it sold for on eBay. So this is one of those items that would go on eBay rather than Whatnot. But this is a G4 men's cardigan sweater. It is wool cashmere, and this one sold for $100 plus shipping over on eBay. I'm going to pack that one up off live because I got to put it in a poly bag, but that's my big sale from yesterday. Do you ship items in your inventory bags? Absolutely. How you see me shipping right now is exactly how I ship. So I grab this item right here. This is a men's Ralph Lauren button-down shirt that sold for $25. I took a best offer on this one. I'm going to take this, stick it right into the bag, and ship it out. Nobody cares that this has an inventory number on it. They're not like going to ask, and they're not going to give you a bad review because you got an inventory number on your item. It just makes it easier for us. Appreciate all the followers, by the way. If you're not following on TikTok, make sure you give a follow. Follow right now because I'm guaranteed to get a restriction by the end of this live. They always give me a restriction, so make sure you follow so you always know when I come back on live. If you're following, you'll see me live. If you're not following, you don't see me live. 10 ounces is what this one's shipping out for, and then we got one more order for today. How to sell fast in eBay? What do you mean by that? How do you get items that sell fast? You look up items that sell fast. So like for example, men's Roback. Roback is a great brand that sells really, really quickly. So when you list it, pretty much within a month, that item is gone. Is it worth, takes years to detox from the post office? Yeah, it does take years to detox from the post office. I'm finally going, I don't have the PTSD from the post office anymore, but yeah, it's a great place after you get out of the office and start delivering on your route. That's the best part. When you're dealing with all those supervisors, supervisors are the most miserable people in the world. I remember one lady, her name was Nancy. Everybody hated Nancy. Nancy was the epitome of two-face. She'll walk up to you with a smile on her face and just, hey Wayne, how's it going? Hope your kids are doing great. Hope you're doing wonderful. And then 5 minutes later, she's like, Wayne, what happened? Whoa, like she's screaming at you. She does things. She acts really nice so she can get her way. That's exactly how she was. It was so bad. I hated Nancy. That's the one person in my entire life that I can say I genuinely hated was that lady. She was the worst person that I've ever met in my entire life. Do you think a super small seller is worth having a show for the 4% commission? Absolutely. I think you should make the show now, though. Try to get bookmarks, especially after Mr. Beast finishes his show or during Mr. Beast's show. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of people watching him, but you're going to have like 150, 200,000 people on his live alone that'll trickle down to other lives. So you'll have an opportunity to gain more buyers. Now, just be careful because there's probably a lot of kids on the app and a lot of troll bidders and things like that. But I think it'll be a great opportunity to bring in some new people. So that's the whole reason Whatnot's doing is to get more people onto the platform. So for new members during the lives, it's important to pay attention to all the nuances in each item during these live, size, pattern, material. Yes, always. Don't just grab any Ralph Lauren piece. Nick's 100% correct. Don't go to their store, grab Ralph Lauren because you see me selling Ralph Lauren and be a basic Ralph Lauren polo. If you watch my YouTube videos, I go over that. When I'm on YouTube, I showed you how I picked up a Ralph Lauren basic polo, but I only paid $4 for it, where other Ralph Lauren pieces in that same video I paid up a little bit more for because they're going to sell for a little bit more. So appreciate you, Diane. Appreciate you hopping in. What did I just come into? Oh, we're talking about post office. They're bringing up bad experiences. Do you have any flat lay hangers available? Trisha's the one who sells them. Have you seen slower sales on eBay recently? Yes, definitely slower sales over the last month, 100%. If you go watch my order pull videos, I talk about that in my order pull videos too. If you haven't watched those, every single day for the entire year, I'm putting out a short form video on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, going over what's selling for me every single day in my business, so you can see exactly what's selling. What's up, Snap? 25 hangers in progress right now. Let's go. Did you bulk generate 17 items on? Did a bulk generate of 17 items on Nifty for some reason? It would not let me upload any ideas. Try to do 5 at a time. Maybe 17 is too much. We usually always just do 5. I never do more than 5, so maybe that's it. Thank you for the advice and help. I currently sell on Amazon and want to do more eBay and Posh. Been following you for a while to learn more. Let's go. Amazon's great too. I mean, you can make a lot of money on Amazon. You know that. Have you done storage auctions? No, I don't really feel like I'm ever going to in the near future. Maybe for like a YouTube video just for fun. We have a lot of storage units around us because we live in Florida. So there's a lot of people that move down here and move up north and forget about their storage units. So there's lots of opportunity. But I don't have the space right now to bring in like all that crap. But I probably would just sell it all on Whatnot if I was going to do it. I'm not going to sit on that stuff. How to get views on my first auction? On what platform? Consistency is definitely a big thing on Whatnot. Facts. Depop, where you don't get permission to go on a class trip and steal your parents' credit card. Yeah. My brother loved the people on his route. Yeah, I love the people on my route too. I had older people. I had a lot of older people on my route that lived in trailer parks because that's a lot of what's down here is a bunch of trailer parks and like retirement trailer parks, things like that. And those are some of my favorite people to talk to every day because a lot of those people didn't have anybody else to talk to. I was the only person every day that would have a conversation with them. If it wasn't for me, they didn't have family that called them. They didn't have anybody that visited them. It was just me having conversation. I learned so much. That's how I'm able to talk so well on lives and things like that because I learned how to talk to everybody. No matter what age, no matter what gender, no matter what color of your skin, I was able to talk to everybody and have conversations. People respected me because I was wearing the postal uniform. So it was pretty cool as a younger guy being like talking to an older guy and he's looking at me like eye to eye instead of looking down on me. But that's because I was wearing the postal uniform. So yeah, it was pretty cool. I like that portion. I just hated the politics in the office. It's horrible. Anyways, 550 Levi's jeans, brand new with tags, $34.99 plus ship. Easy money. Yeah, I like the post office. It was good, except for people like Nancy. Oh, Nancy sucked. Nancy was horrible. Nancy was horrible person. Dig your daily videos. Appreciate you. Let's go. Just ruined Nancy's day. No, Nancy. I don't even know where Nancy is right now. I don't want to know. She used to follow me on my old Facebook, and I blocked her. Said you're not following my life. Get out of here. It's funny because after she left the post office, she was like a changed person. She was all nice and everything. But I was like, I ain't trusting this. I know you way too well. I know you way too well to trust this. Why do you believe it's slower for you on eBay this month? It just has been. I don't believe it's been. It's just the numbers are slower. If you watch my order pull videos from the last few days, you'll see that my numbers are. I mean, I'm selling like 3 to 5 items a day. Well, not 3. I don't think I've sold 3, but like 5 to 7 items a day. When last year this time I was selling somewhere around 12 to 15 items per day. I can say that we're putting a lot of effort into Whatnot, so that might be a reason why. But still, it's slow for what I have listed. Just super slow. But they're also doing a lot of changes to eBay. If you have noticed, I talked about this yesterday, on the bottom of the eBay app, there's a live button now. So they're really, really pushing live, which means they're changing the app, which means it might be messing with the algorithm and messing with how many views you're getting and stuff like that, traffic to your store. So that could be it, but I'm not going to say that's it because I don't know with a definitive answer that that's it. The new crossover speed on Nifty is wild. Yes, it's definitely improved. I was playing around with it the other day. I actually didn't know. I told Nifty, I told this last time. I told her like 2 months ago, please let me know when you do changes so I can tell people that they're coming or tell people that they have came. And I didn't get a notice on this one. I just kind of figured it out while cross-listing. But yeah, the speed is so fast. So fast. My January was fire. I've always done well on January 1st. Yeah, January was okay, but mid-January it slowed down for me. Do you, like surfs, not allow offers on less than 22? Yeah, 25 and below is where I keep it. So like a Ralph Lauren shirt, if I list it for $24.99 plus ship, it's no best offers. The only best offer they'll get is from Nifty when Nifty sends out the best offer. Are you mad when you get lowball offers? No, I just counter high. Don't get mad. I mean, I make lowball offers on people all the time on Posh and Mercari and Depop when I'm trying to find stuff to flip on eBay. If I find somebody that looks like they have a good item that looks already low, I'll lowball a little bit more. I don't get mad at it. I just counter high or a decline. Debbie, you're not old. You're young. You're young. What size are the mega bags? I think they're 18 by 24. 18 by 24. They're really huge. What's up, Mr. Trash Cash? Beast right here. He's growing like a wildfire. If you guys want to learn how to grow, right here, follow Mr. Trash to Cash on Facebook. Started his Facebook account I think 2 months ago. Go look how many followers he has right now. He's just consistent. He's just been posting over and over. He does storage units, shows what he's selling, shows his day in the life, like all that stuff. People say they can't grow on social media. He is the epitome of growing on social media really, really fast. Knows what he's doing. If they do eBay Live, won't that affect the value of the regular eBay sales, like Whatnot brings? No, I don't think it will, Carolyn. It's because there's no sold comps. So if a Rowback polo sells for 60, but it sells on eBay Live for 30, there is no sold comp when you search eBay for a $30 Rowback sale. Now, maybe some of those Rowback buyers, when they're scrolling through and they see that there's a Golf Live that has some Rowback in it, they might pop in there and buy from them. But I mean, that's the game right there, right? If they don't go on eBay Live to buy it, they're going to go on Whatnot to buy it, right? I know, Surfs, I haven't got a violation yet, so this is amazing. Now that you're here, Surfs, I'm 100% getting a violation. Did you purchase your label from eBay or from somewhere else? That last one I purchased from eBay because on Shippo it gave me sometimes addresses get flagged for like scam or something like that. I don't know why it does it, but all the other labels I purchased today were all from eBay. That one was from Shippo. That one was the only one from eBay. I need to promote my Facebook more and go live on TikTok. Need to do some more videos on here. Facts. Everybody should. Wherever you post your videos, you should be posting them everywhere. It's so easy. When I post my videos at night, my order pull videos, it takes me, well, now it takes me a little longer because for some reason Instagram has been taking forever to upload. But it takes me like 3 minutes to cross post my all my videos to all the platforms. 3 minutes to do that, and you get more eyes on your stuff, just like cross posting your stuff you have listed. Love the nifty updates. Did y'all notice it now states when the last sync was? It would be nice if the sync could be automated or rescheduled. That's something that they could probably do. An automated sync. I bet you she could do that. I bet you she hasn't thought about that. I want to get her on live. Get Neha on live so you guys can give her all these. Spam in my videos. Let's go. Spam them. Spam them. I bet Surfs is wrapped in his eBay throw blanket. Oh yeah, he's an eBay boy. he's paid by the bay every day. If you guys didn't know, he's not really. I'm just making that up. Save $2 with Shippo and not eBay today. Pair of jeans. Yeah, if you use the bag method, make sure you go into your settings, turn on the bag method, set up your shipping methods with the settings, and you will save money. Like all the jeans today, I probably saved $1 or $2 on all my jeans that I shipped out today too. Ship your heavier items. If you don't want to do the subscription, just ship the lighter weight items. And also, if you haven't signed up, I'll leave the link if I have it. Let me see. Of course, I'm not logged in. Give me a second. I'm going to throw the link in the chat. If you're watching on TikTok, it's in my bio. To get your free $25. After you spend $25 on Shippo, you'll get $25 for free. It's literally free money. If you don't like it, just use it for the free money, right? It's free shipping labels. You literally can't go wrong. So I'm about to throw that in the chat right now. And ship out your next heavier weight item. And again, use the bag method and then compare it to eBay and Shippo, and you'll see Shippo is usually always cheaper than eBay as long as you use the bag method. But that's the link in the chat right there. I'll take a couple more questions and I'm going to head out because I got to start setting up for tonight's Whatnot show. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, you can order Poshmark. That's a good, I forgot to mention that today. If you guys didn't know, some of the apps haven't been updated yet, so it's slowly rolling out for all accounts. But most of you should be able to go on Poshmark, go within your settings. You go to my seller. Hold on. I got to read this off my Instagram because I'm going to mess this up, and then people are going to be like, I tried it, but it didn't work. You're going to go, I have a whole layout on Instagram and Facebook. You're going to go to My Seller Tools underneath your dashboard. So underneath your settings, My Seller Tools. And then from there, you're going to go to Request USPS Supplies. It's the 8th option down. Request USPS Supplies. And then you can request all the Ground Advantage supplies. Those are only for Ground Advantage, not for Priority. So if you need Priority, go to the USPS website. If you need Ground Advantage, which everybody does if they're selling on Poshmark now, you can order it right on the app. You don't have to go call the post office, go to the post office website, write them an email anymore. You can order it right there on the app. It's great. I like that little update they did. They probably had a lot of complaints. I need a new cross listing. Nifty doesn't update my inventory. I only have 400. Says I have 1,500 plus. Abigail, do you have 400 on? Do you have 1,500 plus on all platforms, or do you only have 1,500 plus on one? Because if you only have it on one, you got to cross list it to all the other ones. You got to manually move it over. It's not going to automatically do it for you because you got to make sure everything's correct when you cross list. But if you only have 1,500 on one, then you have to. That's why it says 400 and 1,500. Because it should automatically bring in however many you have on your most platforms. So if you have 1,500 on Posh, 400 on eBay, it's going to bring them all in, but you're going to have 1,500 on Posh and the rest on eBay. What cover picture do you use for a shirt that has a big back graphic? Usually I take a photo, the full back photo is what I use for those. I don't use like the angled photo, I use the full back photo. Saw a video last night on CNBC, YouTube, that said, due to high cost of 3 tariffs, a lot of people are turning into thrifting and new resellers. Have you seen an increase in sales since the tariffs? I haven't seen an increase. I've seen a decrease in the first January, February, but I don't know if it's because of tariffs. I think it's just shopping habits. I think a lot of people spent a bunch of money Christmas time, and there's a lot of people out there hurting for money right now, so they kind of stop spending right now, and they're waiting for their tax returns. Once the tax returns start coming in, which I hear might be delayed a little bit this year, that's why we probably are seeing a little bit of a downturn in sales. Once tax returns come in, then you should see an increase in sales, but I don't know if it has anything to do with tariffs, to be honest, because all the thrifted goods are already within the U.S., right? Unless you're ordering your stuff from overseas and having it brought in, tariffs shouldn't affect you because you're here. But I mean, if people are spending a bunch of money, extra money because of the tariffs, then they have less money to spend because maybe that's hurting your sales. But as far as getting inventory, it shouldn't affect you because this stuff is already here. I'm mad at myself. I got a free gift card from a seller, Whatnot Live, and accidentally threw it away. Oh, that sucks. Oh, well, at least you didn't pay any money for it, right, Debbie? At least you got it for free. It doesn't accurately update my inventory. Seems like listings on my Nifty inventory that have sold months ago. There are some listings on my eBay inventory that have sold months ago. Reach out to Nifty support and let them know like what items you see, and they'll actually look into it for you and see exactly why. Maybe it's a setting that you have on your Nifty because you have to turn on the auto delist on Nifty, so that might be it. But reach out to them and give them the exact items and show them that it's sold on this platform and it never got delisted, and then they'll look into your account. They'll fix it. They will fix it for sure. And also sync your inventory too. That's what people in the comments are saying. All right, chat. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I don't usually do Saturday shipping lives, but we're doing them right now. I'm going to head off. We have a Whatnot show tonight, North Face Patagonia, and I'm going to run some Purple Label at the end of the show. So come out if you need some jackets. I got North Face Patagonia, both new and pre-owned. Lots of good stuff. I haven't even opened the boxes yet, but I got some sneak peeks on those. So come out tonight, and then no more announcements. I have an order pull video coming out just before the Whatnot, so if you want the order pull video, I'm actually going to work on it and try to get it out by like 5, so you guys can have that to watch before